All right, welcome to the Getting Started video for problem 10 of HOG. Okay, so for problem 10, we are trying to implement a strategy called Bohr under strategy that takes advantage of the Bohr brawl rule that you implemented earlier on in this project. So the goal here is basically we want to use the Bohr brawl rule when it's most beneficial to do so. So the way this problem works, or one thing that's good about this problem is that it actually defines like what is most beneficial, because most beneficial can be kind of vague, but the problem says that basically we want to return zero whenever rolling zero would give at least threshold points and returns num rolls otherwise. So basically what's defined as like the most beneficial here is that when rolling zero would give at least threshold points. And we should not take into account the fuzzy factors rule. So all we're looking at is whether Bohr brawl would give us threshold points. If it is, we should return zero. Otherwise, we can return num rolls. And yeah, as a hint, it says you can use the Bohr brawl function you defined in problem 2. And if we go back to problem 2 returns the number of points scored by Bohr brawl. So a lot of what we're doing in problem 10 can borrow heavily from that. Okay, so if we go to the code, it says the strategy returns 0 dice if Bohr brawl gives at least threshold points, and returns num rolls otherwise. Ignore score and fuzzy factors. And then the skeleton code actually gives you return num rolls. And it says to remove this line once implemented, but what I'd recommend is like rather than removing it, try to like embed it into your implementation. So you know that there'll be like some case where where you need to return 0, right? So you need you don't need to have like some return 0. And then you'll need to think how you can implement the part where it says if Bohr brawl gives at least threshold points. And this is the part that I'm going to leave up to you. But what you should consider is like under some situation you want to return 0. So I'll put some like pseudocode. You'll want to put like some situation you'll want to return 0. Otherwise, you'll want to return num rolls. So this is like what kind of like your code might look like. But yeah, and then in terms of like for this some situation on line 258, you'll probably want to use a function that you used earlier, or that you built earlier, that'll calculate how many points Bohr brawl will give you. Okay, yeah, so hopefully this walkthrough video helped. And yeah, good luck on this problem. Thank you.